Ever feel that? That super awkward moment at a party? You're standing there with a drink, music's playing, people are laughing, and you're just standing. Your mind is totally blank. You're desperately trying to think of something to say, how to start. And then someone walks up, smiles, and says, "So, nice weather we're having, huh?" And that's it. The conversation is dead before it even starts. It's torture. It's what we call small talk. But what if I told you that everything you thought you knew about small talk is wrong? What if it's not torture, but a powerful tool that's the foundation of all human relationships? What if it's a real art form? Think about your closest friends. How did your relationships start? I bet it wasn't with a deep philosophical debate. Most likely, it all started with something ridiculously simple. "Hey, I like your shirt." "Oh, you watched that show too." Small talk isn't the house itself, it's the foundation. And its main goal isn't to impress someone. The main goal is to make a person feel seen. In a world where everyone is buried in their phones, simple human attention has become the most valuable currency. And whoever knows how to give it becomes incredibly magnetic. How? The answer lies in the concept of active observation. Imagine you have a superpower, the ability to see the world as it is, to notice details that 99% of people miss. You already have this superpower, you're just not using it. This is active observation. It's not just looking, it's seeing, and it works like magic. Why? It's all about the psychology of acknowledgement. Every single one of us is desperate to be noticed. And you know the best part? It takes all the pressure off, both of you. You don't have to scramble for a topic of conversation anymore. The world around you is one big topic. For example, instead of asking, "Do you like coffee?" you say, "Wow, that's the third cup of coffee I've seen in your hands. This day must need some serious fuel." Feel the difference? The first is a question. The second is an observation. The first makes them report. The second invites them to share a story. So you're ready to become a master of active observation. Your weapons are your eyes and your attention. What do you notice? Clothes and accessories, things in their hands, body language, the environment. These aren't just things, they're stories. And now for the key part. How do you comment? Your goal is to make an observation, not ask a question. Instead of, "What are you reading?" "That book looks like it's been read many times. Must be a good story." Instead of, "Cool sneakers." "Those sneakers just scream comfort. They look incredibly comfy." You're not demanding an answer. You're sparking one. And that makes all the difference. Let's see how this works in real life. Scenario: a party. You're in the kitchen trying to get a piece of chicken. Someone next to you is doing the same thing. You watch their attempt and say with a smirk, "That chicken looks like it put up a good fight." Why does this work? You're creating a common enemy, the stubborn chicken. It creates an instant bond through humor. But there are a few key principles. Without them, this technique is just a trick. First, sincerity is everything. People are lie detectors. Find something that genuinely catches your eye. Second, embrace the silence. A pause isn't a failure, it's just a pause. Give the person the right to not continue the conversation. Third, focus on the other person, not yourself. Your job is not to talk, but to see. And fourth, no expectations. Your comment was a gift, not a transaction. They didn't accept it? Smile and move on. If the word party makes you panic, this section is for you, introverts. Active observation is your natural superpower. It reduces anxiety because you're no longer an actor, but a spectator. You're not thinking, "What do I say?" You're thinking, "What do I see?" Turn conversation into a quest. Find 3 interesting details in this room. It's gamification. You start to have fun instead of draining energy. But warning, Like any game, there are traps. First, trying to be witty at all costs. A simple, sincere comment works better than a forced joke. Second, comments that are too personal. There's a line between observant and creepy. Comment on a person's choices, clothes, book, not their givens, scars, weight. Third, not being able to take no for an answer. The person didn't react, that's it, game over. Insisting makes you pushy. And the fourth, a deadly sin, fake interest. If you start a conversation, give the person a minute of your full attention. So where can you use this superpower? Everywhere. At work, to humanize relationships. On a first date, to relieve stress. With family, to see them in a new light. And even in line at the store. 99% of these interactions will end in 10 seconds, but they'll make your day a little brighter. And 1% might turn into something more. Small talk stops being a trial when we understand its true nature. It's not about finding the perfect words. It's about being present, being observant, and making people feel seen. So the next time you find yourself in an awkward silence, don't panic. Just lift your eyes, look around, notice something, and you'll be surprised how one simple observation can change everything.